From a jaw-dropping twister near Wichita, Kansas that went on to damage over 1,000 buildings, and a freak storm in the Netherlands that sent speedboats flying across a crowded marina, to an unbelievable video showing the birth of a violent F4 tornado and an ultra-rare storm in Romania that looked more like the coming apocalypse. Now, you might not think of Minnesota when you picture powerful tornadoes, but they're actually on the northern edge of Tornado Alley, USA. Things can pick up between June and August, but then usually cool down in the fall. The summer of 2020 was a quiet tornado season. There were only 6 in June, the fewest in recorded history. The Storm Prediction Center called it a tornado drought. But on July 8th, the drought ended with a powerful EF4. One lucky man happened to be in the right place at the right time and actually captured the exact moment the tornado began. Wow! Oh my God! Wow! You gotta be That is not even real. Oh my God! What you're looking at is called a drill bit tornado. They're skinnier than your typical stovepipe tornadoes, but can still pack a violent punch. This storm began as a weak EF0 to EF1 storm in northern Grant County near the North and South Dakota borders. Thankfully, our excited cameraman caught the storm when it was still a baby. You can clearly see where the drill bit name comes from. It doesn't look that threatening on the ground. When he pans up, though, you can see how big the storm really is. The storm soon intensified into a violent EF4 tornado. It tracked a 9-mile path of destruction across Highway 82 and died out 30 minutes later. At peak intensity, wind speeds reached 170 miles per hour. Harbin is a large city in northeastern China. It's the provincial capital of Heilongjiang Province and has a metro population of just over 10 million people. That puts them on par with Seoul, South Korea, and London, England. On June 1st of 2021, a massive tornado ripped through 4 rural communities on the city limits. It caused extensive damage to the houses within, forcing 243 villagers to flee. Some were brave enough to stand in and capture the storm on camera. Yeah, 这检查吗？你这检到谁家房嘛？不那么贵啊！哎呦我天哪，这天哪飞呢！这玩意儿给到那手机都不能照那个，没带，这不小啊，还得都这在谁家那捡呢？开了，俺我不要往后。对呀，这不是啊。Now you can see the kind of destruction a storm like this can cause. The homes and buildings outside the city aren't built with tornado prevention in mind. Now, while they're not super rare in China, tornadoes still clearly happen. The Harbin tornado destroyed 168 homes and tore apart the farmland. Many other buildings had their roofs torn off. It knocked over trees and left the street full of mangled debris. All in all, the storm caused 5.12 million yuan in damages, or about $800,000. The small Dutch city of Zierikzee sits about 30 miles southwest of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Its location on the island of Schouwen makes it a popular boating and fishing town for locals. They're usually worried about thunderstorms and rough waves. Tornadoes are probably the last thing on their mind. On June 27th of 2022, a Belgian man visited his best friend in Zierikzee. What was supposed to be a fun day on the water evolved into a terrifying nightmare. In the distance, he spotted a tornado forming in the sky. The storm teased the boaters for several minutes. It came down, went back up, and came down again. Our brave Belgian had always dreamed of seeing a tornado in real life. He wasn't about to miss this opportunity. Stomme, wat? Ja. What? Kijk je door? Ja, dat ben ik zo. Hier. Things quickly intensified for our Belgian dreamer. Look at how the tornado tosses the smaller boats like bath toys. His wife and friends panicked and ushered him inside. Their timing couldn't have been better since the tornado passed clean over their boat. Now, tornadoes are rare in Europe. There are only between 200 and 400 yearly storms across the entire continent. Most occur in Greece and Italy. The warm, wet Mediterranean air mixes with the cool, dry air from the mountainous regions. According to Dutch media, this tornado tore the roof off of several houses and damaged plenty of boats. Weather officials called it a weak tornado, one of about 2 or 3 that might strike the Netherlands each year. Prachinburi is one of Thailand's 77 provinces. It's located in the southern part of the country, just outside of Bangkok. On February 8th of 2022, a local family was hanging out on their porch when a random dust devil formed before them. Now, dust devils are nowhere near as strong as tornadoes, but that doesn't mean they aren't dangerous. Just look at how fast this one was spinning. King, we don't. Wait, Remy, you are my beetle, are you? Are you good? Oh, no, wait, I want ya. Wow, I hope I. Oh, Riddle. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Our camera woman claims she wasn't scared when she saw the dust devil form. In fact, she thought it was fascinating the way it picked up small objects and threw them into the air. It looked like the dust devil disappeared when it hit the street, but that's just because it lost its color. It takes up that tannish hue as soon as it hovers back over the sand. The dust devil died out 5 minutes later. There was no reported damage and nobody got hurt during the events. While they pose little risk, dust devils can still pick up and throw small objects, including rocks. One of those to the head could leave you with a splitting headache, or worse. Tornadoes are super rare in Romania. Between 1822 and 2013, there had only been 129 reported tornadoes. There was also a period between 1945 and 1989 when people thought Romanian tornadoes didn't even exist. But that doesn't mean they can't happen. Take this storm that touched down near the central Romanian town of Drajna. What began as a normal day in April of 2019 turned into a harrowing experience for this Romanian driver. On his way home from work, he noticed the sky looking strange about 3 miles away from the road. Soon, it turned into a terrifying tornado. This apocalyptic twister was the first to hit Romania since 2002. It toppled a bus on Highway A2 with 39 people in it. Thankfully, almost everyone escaped with only a few bumps and bruises. One person had to be treated for trauma. The two-tone color is due to dust and dirt lifting halfway up the funnel. While it looks massive and deadly, meteorologists estimated the wind speed at 56 miles per hour. That's about the strength of a weak EF0 or EF1 tornado. On April 29th of 2022, 9 tornadoes touched down around Wichita, Kansas. As the biggest city in the state, even a semi-powerful tornado can have devastating effects. Kansans are used to frequent tornado warnings. They get about 92 confirmed storms each year. Funny enough, 2022 was a slow year for tornadoes. Only 63 twisters touched down, according to the NOAA. One of those storms formed in this local family's backyard. It looked like a harmless dust devil from a distance, but it quickly turned into an awe-inspiring tornado. Now you can see why they weren't too concerned at first. Dust devils like this are pretty common out in the open fields. They're not usually dangerous either. You can see the white from the cloud giving it that classic tornado color. The thin tail stretches down. It keeps trying to touch the ground but never really can. From here, the tornado quickly grew in intensity. Security camera footage from Andover City Hall captured some of that strength firsthand as it tore through their parking lot. The storm tracked for 13 miles, reaching speeds upwards of 155 miles per hour and damaging over 1,000 buildings. Jordan Carruthers and his storm-chasing crew began their day in Lawton, Oklahoma, about 100 miles east of the Texas Panhandle. May 4th of 2022 was supposed to be a good day for storm chasing in North Texas. These guys almost bit off more than they could chew. Around 3 p.m., they hopped in their car and drove south to get ahead of the storms. Tornadoes were forming over Ralls, Texas, a small city outside of Lubbock. Hail the size of ping-pong balls pummeled their car. Eventually, they put themselves in the best position to capture some insane footage. Yeah. We're not for popular. We might be a little bit, we might. We'll have to see. Those guys close that. Yeah, close. Yeah, holy crap. Yeah. Holy, oh my God. Look at that. Oh, look at, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Woo! We were just there. We didn't move. I still need to be moving. Yeah, the one's coming through that way, though. Oh, look, my eyes on. Yeah, let's go. No, we're good right now. Are you sure? Yeah. Now, our storm chasers might have been a little too confident in themselves. Debris began pelting their car, forcing them to relocate. They're just lucky the storm kept moving across the road instead of coming straight for them. Now, May 4th was a tornado frenzy around the Texas Panhandle. After their close encounter, the team drove east to stay ahead of the rain. That's when another stunning tornado touched down and crossed the road ahead of them. Unlike the last one, this twister was white as the clouds. Oh my God. Go, baby, go. Yeah. Yeah. On the ground. Woo. According to the National Weather Service, 3 twisters touched down that day. While nobody wants hail and tornadoes in their backyard, the storms did provide much-needed rain across the rolling plains and Texas Panhandle. Wildfires can start in many different ways, but the car fire that burned through Shasta, California in 2018 had a very specific beginning. The culprit? A flat tire on an RV traveling down the highway. As the vehicle moved, the wheels scraped against the concrete, creating sparks that ignited dry brush alongside the road. The flames quickly spread, eventually engulfing an area of 369 square miles. During the fight with the fire, one helicopter crew managed to capture one shot they will never forget: a massive fire tornado. A firenado, also called a fire whirl or fire devil, operates like a regular tornado but is typically smaller and less destructive. It forms as intense heat rises and surrounding air rushes to replace it, creating a vortex and causing the fire tornado to take shape. This one in particular became known as the Redding Fire Whirl. It stretched 18,000 feet into the air and reached wind speeds of 143 miles per hour, making it roughly as powerful as an F3 tornado. Video shot by CAL FIRE from a helicopter shows the impressive size of the vortex. It may not be obvious at first, but notice the rotation of the smoke. It is believed that this is one of the largest firenadoes ever caught on camera. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune